What's up everybody, Jemillio here with another SUPERX product breakdown. Now, this is gonna be a different kind of video. I wanna apologize in advance because it's gonna be very quick, not as in-depth as I usually do. I've been making these videos for years, and for those of you that have been following me for years, one of the things that you know is that I enjoy talking about the IP. I enjoy going really in-depth on the clothes to help you feel as informed as you would need to be to decide if you wanna buy something or not. Now, I wound up getting the clothes the day of the drop, so I'm already behind. And I only got the Firefly set and the gray Assassin's Creed hoodie. So I'm only gonna be covering 3 items, the hoodie jogger for Firefly, and then the hoodie for Assassin's Creed. I'm still gonna be giving you a bunch of info that I think will be very helpful, but I gotta be quick because as soon as I'm done filming this, I have to sit down, edit it, and then upload it to YouTube so that way, you know, I can get it out to the people. So, we're gonna first talk about the Firefly set. Now I am 5'10", about 185 to 190 pounds with a muscular build, and I'm wearing a large in both the hoodie and the joggers here. And as you can tell, they went with this camo look. Now I wanna get into the exact color in a little bit, but it feels great. It's got this athletic fit to it. Some of the details that you have are mesh on the shoulders. You have a Cobra patch on the right shoulder. You have a silicone SUPERX logo on the upper back. You have 2 zipper pockets, and I think the material feels great. So this material is, if you're used to SUPERX clothes, this pretty much feels the same. It's a cotton poly spandex blend, but this has more of like a sheen to it. I don't know how you would describe it. I think it has that sheen because the camo is essentially like a print that's on the clothing, whereas their other clothes, they never do that. And keeping that sheen in mind is important in regards to the color. So when you see Firefly, I'm not a big G.I. Joe fan. I know who Firefly is, but you know, that show came out in the 80s. I was born in the 90s, so you know, that was a little before my time. And so I decided to look him up. I said, well, you know, what exact color does he wear on his suit? And a lot of it is gray and black. But I've seen some people complain like that it looks a little too blue, and they're like, well, why is it blue? Well, or why is there any blue in it? Well, I pulled some images up from Google, and I mean, as you can see, he does have kind of a blue camo sometimes. Now, what did SUPERX go with? So I'm standing outside. I have a Canon EOS camera and I am in the shade. And you can see that there is a slight hint of blue, but overall it looks still pretty dark. The photos you're gonna see on the website make it look very blue. Now the question you might be asking, which is a fair question, why does it look so blue on the site? Well, I'm gonna answer that question for you. When you are in a studio setting, and especially when the clothing colors are dark, you have to front light it a lot. And so what it does is it kind of washes everything out just a little bit and it makes things look brighter than they actually are. Black is an interesting color because if you don't overlight it, you won't be able to see any detail on black clothing. That also gets to my second point, which is the fabric that it's made out of. So black tends to soak up a bunch of light, white will reflect it. When you have sheen, so for example, clothing that is primarily a poly spandex blend and no cotton, if it has a sheen to it, it's gonna reflect the light back more instead of soaking it in. So if you're wondering why on the website photos it looks more blue, it's because they probably had to front light it a lot so you could actually see the detail on it. That's the first thing. And 2, because of that sheen, which kind of is going to reflect more of the light back, it makes it look even brighter. But as you can see, as I'm showing in the video, it does have a slight blue hint, but it's not as blue as it looks on the website. What do I personally think of the color? I like it. I think going just gray and black is a little too generic. There are a lot of clothing that you can find that has either kind of a greenish hint or a black and gray hint in regards to camo colors. I don't tend to see things with a slight blue hue. So me personally, I think it's a great idea that they went with. It makes it stand out a little bit more because you don't have as much detail on this as you do with some of their other hoodie and joggers. And I don't think they should have put more detail on it. I think that just with this print on it alone, if you start adding a ton of cuts on it, a ton of different paneling, now it's like way too much going on. And I like the fact that they kept this design more simple. The thing that I also love about it is, like I said before, I'm not a G.I. Joe fan. I don't care. I don't really know much about Firefly. I don't care who the character is, but someone like me who doesn't know about the property, I would wear this in the gym. I would wear this out. I think the design is just cool on its own. So I think they nailed the design. When you can take, to me, in my opinion, when you take a character that, you know, can stand on their own if there is a fan base for it, but it's able to go outside of that fan base and appeal to people that don't even maybe know about the character, that says they nailed the design. So I'm very happy with it. Now let's move on to the joggers. The joggers are the exact same color, the same exact material. I'm wearing a large in these as well. The joggers are very simple. They have two kind of hideaway pockets closer to the top. They're a great depth. The zipper works perfectly. And they have two cargo pockets, one on each thigh. Those are zippered as well. Again, those zippers work perfectly. They're a nice depth. They're not too big. And the Cobra sticker, or it's not, sorry, sticker, the Cobra patch is embroidered, so it's not silicone or anything, it's an embroidered patch. These feel great, they feel comfortable. My sizing recommendations for the Firefly set is to go true to size. I would not say to size up or size down. Let me actually guys show you what the face mask that comes with it looks like. This is called a balaclava, and it's gonna come with every single Firefly hoodie. So it's like the same material as the hoodie and the joggers. It's comfortable, it's stretchy. I mean, I can talk in it, I can breathe in it. It's not itchy or anything like that. It's very comfortable. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna come with every single one. The size is gonna match the size of the hoodie, just in case you're wondering. Comes down right about to your neck right there. And it's a cool little add-on. You know, I'll probably wind up wearing something like this when I go snowboarding. I'm probably gonna go snowboarding this year. And you know, I probably will rock it for that. But besides that, I don't see myself wearing it for any other reason. But it's a cool little add-on. Nice little thing that they decided to kind of throw in. And it matches the character of Firefly because he wears one of these himself. Now let's move on to the dark gray Assassin's Creed hoodie. Now this is the exact same hoodie that of the first one that came out, the light one. If you want to see an in-depth review on that, like all the details of it, go ahead and check out that review. I'm going to put a link up here and down in the description. So, you know, the mesh is in the same spot. There's mesh on the forearms. The piping is exactly in the same spot, all that good stuff. Now, a common question I know I'm gonna get asked is the color the same as the joggers and the long sleeve? Yes, it's the exact same color. So you can see in this video, I'm wearing it with those dark joggers that came out at the last Assassin's Creed drop, and they match perfectly. Now, in regards to the fit, I'm wearing a medium in this hoodie. I'm wearing a large in the hoodie on my Assassin's Creed video, so again, check that out. This is a good example to show you that you can size down if you want. It's gonna be very tight. I mean, the medium's so snug on me, you can see my triceps through the jacket, and I'm wearing a shirt on underneath the jacket. Like, that's just how much it hugs me. If you like your clothes fitting tight like that, if you like your jackets like if you like being able to see your muscles pretty much through the jacket, then size down. But me personally, when I'm working out, I know I get a little bit of a pump going on. I want to be able to get it on and off a little bit easier. So my recommendation is going true to size. Now, there are 3 more things that I want to cover. First thing is, if you like anything you see that I've shown or anything in this multiverse drop that they have, you can use my discount code at checkout, Jemil, J-E-M-I-L. It'll give you 15% off anything that's on their site, including this new stuff. The second thing is I'm gonna give you some information on the G.I. Joe stuff outside of the Firefly. So whether it's the Snake Eye shirt, the Storm Shadow shorts, whatever, go true to size on those as well. So what I've been told, and I was able to look up the measurements, the measurement between like the Avenger shirts and the Venom shirts and this are the same. So my sizing recommendation is going to stick, which is go true to size. There's no reason to size up or size down. Same with the shorts. There's no reason to size up or down. Go true to size on those. The Power Rangers hoodies are the last and third point I want to go over. What are these hoodies like? Are they just kind of a zip up version of the first ones that came out, or what's the deal? And the answer would be no. The only overlap would be the Green Ranger hoodie. They came out with 3 Green Ranger hoodies. They came out with the very, very first one. They came out with the Dragon Shield version, and then they came out with a simplified Green Ranger pullover hoodie where the white on the shoulders is actually mesh instead of being the same material as the rest of the hoodie. You can find it on the site right now, actually. What they did is they took that same model, that simplified Green Ranger, and they made the red hoodie like that, the Red Ranger hoodie like that, and the Black Ranger hoodie like that. And the Green Ranger hoodie is for the most part the same, but it is a zip up. So for those of you guys who maybe don't like pullovers and like zip ups, this would be a different variation of the Green Ranger hoodie. But if you already have the if you already have the pullover, then there may not be enough difference in it for it to justify you buying it again, even if you're a hardcore Green Ranger fan. So I want to give you that little bit of information so that way, again, you can kind of make a more educated decision. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments for me. I'm gonna get to editing this video, and see you guys in the next one.